Hello and welcome back to another craft corner with Miss Hines. Now for today's activity, we are going to be taking a dive into the deep blue ocean. And in order for us to do that, we're going to need a submarine. So today we are going to be making a submarine. So we're going to need to gather a few things before we get started. So the first thing you're going to need to grab is a bottle of glue. You're going to need a pencil because you have to draw the shapes out. You may even need to use a ruler, so grab a ruler as well because that's going to go hand in hand with your pencil when you have to draw those shapes. You need some straight lines for some of the things. And you're also going to need a pair of scissors because you have to cut those shapes out before we stick them on. Now, we're also going to need blue construction paper, so this is going to be the water. We will also need yellow paper. So I've got cardstock today. We're gonna need yellow paper, construction paper, cardstock, whatever you have. This is gonna be for the body of the submarine. We're gonna need red because this is gonna be for the funnel on the submarine so that you can look out when you're under the water, because you don't only look out through the windows. You can use the funnel as well. And we're also gonna need white because this is gonna be for the propellers. And the last thing on my list is orange because we're going to be cutting out an orange circle, and this goes at the very front of the submarine. So it could act as lights. So are you ready? Let's go. All right, so we should end up with pieces that look like this. So this is going to be the body of the submarine. This is the top section. This is the funnel or the periscope. This is going to be the propeller. Remember I said we're going to use the white piece of paper for the propeller. And then we should have 6 little circles. So those are going to be the windows. And this one is going to be the light at the front. So we're going to start to assemble our submarine now. So let me just move these things to the side, and I'm going to get my blue paper. Remember we said we needed blue paper because it's going to act as the water. So now we need our glue. So I'm going to open up my glue, and you can decide. So before you stick down anything, you can decide if you want your submarine to face the left, or if you want your submarine to face the right. You can also decide if your submarine is going to be flat like this, or is it going to be going back up to the surface of the water, or is it going to be going down. So you decide. Miss Hines is going to do hers this way. So I'm going to have mine facing the right, which means my propeller has to flip. So my propeller will go like this. My periscope is going to go on the top here. And then I have my 6 windows. So I'm going to put 4 of them on the body. 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to put 2 on top here. 1, 2. And then the little orange circle, remember I said we're going to use this one as like a light at the front. So we'll put it here. Okay, so my submarine is now ready to be glued down. So I've got my glue here handy and I'm ready to go. So I've opened it. Now the first thing we are actually going to be sticking down is the body of the submarine. So I'm gonna scoot these pieces that I don't need quite yet off to the side. Okay, now remember I said I wanted my body to face the right. So that means I have to flip it this way so it's facing the left in order to put the glue on it. So that way when I flip it back over, it's still facing the right. I'm gonna position it in the middle of my paper. I'm gonna press down so that it sticks. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna need is the second piece. So it doesn't matter which way this one goes. Just flip it over. You're gonna put glue on the back side of one. Then, I think right there looks good. Okay, now the next step is gonna be to stick on the red periscope, and then we're gonna stick on the propeller. So my periscope is facing this way. So it's facing to the right. So I have to flip it over. So it's facing the left now. Gonna do a little bit of glue. So that when I flip it back over, it's facing the right again. I'm gonna stick it at the top. Tuck it under that paper a little bit and press down. All right, now we're gonna stick on the propeller. So remember I said my propeller has to be pointing to the right. So that means I have to flip it so it's pointing to the left when I put the glue on. All right, very carefully, I'm gonna stick it down. Okay, now I'm gonna move on to sticking my windows. I've got 6 of them, so all we need is a little dot of glue, just a little, just a dot of glue. Remember we said we're sticking 4 on the main body, so this is 1. This one is 2. So that was one way of sticking it, or the other way that you can stick it is like this, where you put the dots on, and then you just place the window on top of it. Whichever option works for you. Oops. All right, last 2 red windows go at the top. Right, last touch for this submarine is the searchlight at the front. Make sure I close back my glue. And stick it on. Awesome. Now for an extra step, if you would like, you can also add in some seaweed in your picture. All right, I hope you had fun today, and I'll see you next time for another craft corner with Miss Hines.